Picture this. A melody fades in, and then this voice just drops into this smoky, really unfamiliar whisper.
Oh, it gives me absolute chills.
Right, and then, just like that, 4 words change everything. Ariana Grande isn't just back, she is taking aim. And honestly, the internet is absolutely losing its mind over this release.
I mean, they really are. It is the only thing anyone is talking about right now.
Totally. So let's set the stage. Today is Thursday, May 28th, 2026. We are literally on the eve of Ariana releasing Hate That I Made You Love Me.
Yes, the lead single for her upcoming 8th studio album, Petal, which drops on July 31st.
Exactly. And our mission today is to help you, the listener, just quickly and thoroughly understand this massive pop culture moment.
Yeah.
Because you could easily drown in the timeline right now.
Oh, yeah. The timeline is moving way too fast.
It's insane. So we're going to synthesize the Reddit threads, from ARPA heads to Rary heads. We're looking at Billboard industry reports, structural music analyses, streaming data, all of it.
We have to unpack those lyrics, the really eerie visuals we're seeing, and honestly, the boss-level business moves happening behind the scenes.
Plus, how this all fits into what is shaping up to be a wildly competitive summer of pop. So welcome to this deep dive into the sources.
I think the best place to start is the actual music, like the sonic evolution here.
Yeah.
Because that's the foundation for why this whole era feels so different.
Yeah, if the music was the same, none of the drama would hit as hard.
Exactly. So looking at the sonic architecture of the track, it was produced by Grande, Max Martin, and Ilaye over at MXM and Jungle City Studios. And it is not her usual sound.
Not at all. It's like this mid-tempo breakup track.
Right. It blends alt-pop, neo-soul, and a bit of synthwave. But the biggest shark is her voice. She is singing in this very mature, smoky lower register.
Instead of the signature high-pitched belting.
Yeah, she totally ditches the whistle notes for this. It's so grounded.
Which I think is so fascinating. Like, let's look at the structural analysis of the lyrics. There's a leaked 2016 demo from the Sweetener era, right?
Yes, the one called Hate That You Made Me Love You.
Right. Hate That You Made Me Love You. And now, in 2026, the official release is Hate That I Made You Love Me.
That pronoun flip changes everything.
It totally does. It goes from this passive victimhood, being in the passenger seat of a car crash, to suddenly being the one holding the steering wheel.
And looking directly at the camera while doing it.
Yes. She's reclaiming that active agency and emotional responsibility.
I mean, she's basically saying she isn't the collateral damage anymore. She's the cause.
Oh, wait, I have to ask you about this because this feels risky. Think about that teaser lyric she dropped that had everyone reeling. 'Cause I barely tried.
Oh, that line is devastating.
It's so cold. Like there's this intense emotional detachment. And in pop music, don't fans usually want like raw vulnerability?
Usually, yes. They want the artist to bleed for them.
Right. So isn't offering this cold, defiant self-assurance a massive risk?
Well, it is a risk, definitely. But I think there's a huge cultural fatigue right now with the whole victim narrative. The sources show fans are actually eating this up.
Really? Just embracing the coldness?
Yeah, because it's empowering. Building on that theme of taking back the steering wheel, she's actually using these lyrics to confront her public image head on.
Okay, let's get into the drama then. Because the second verse is explosive.
It really is. She sings, "You studied my crown and borrowed my body."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Reddit is completely divided on what this means. There are 2 dominant theories we found in the structural analysis.
Okay, what's the first one?
The first is what they're calling the mimicry camp. A lot of users think this is a direct shot at her TikTok impersonator, Paige Neiman.
Wait, really? Over-commodifying her identity?
Exactly. Basically calling her out for stealing her entire aesthetic and personality for internet clout.
I mean, I guess I see the connection, but I have to push back on that. That just feels so small for an artist of her level.
You think it's too petty?
Yeah, to give premium album space to a TikToker. I don't buy it. What's the second theory?
So the second one is the theater camp. And this one suggests it's a critique of the intense public scrutiny she and Cynthia Erivo faced while filming Wicked.
Ah, okay. That makes way more sense.
Right. It's about the media and the public borrowing her image to project their own narratives onto her.
That tracks perfectly with the song's bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at those lyrics. She literally says, "I've held your projections when you felt so insecure, while you so hate to see women endure."
That is her just flat out rejecting the media, trying to cast her as a villain.
Which is so direct. There's a comment you pulled from an ARPod Heads user that I love.
Oh, yeah. The user just wrote, "Wait, is this fucking play about us?"
Exactly. Because it is. And I think, we have to ask ourselves, as the public, are we complicit in creating these pop culture monsters?
I mean, the sources definitely suggest we are.
We constantly demand access to these celebrities. We want to know everything about them. And then the second they actually give us that access or show a flaw, we punish them for it.
We project all our own insecurities onto them and then get mad when they don't play the perfect victim.
Right. And since Ariana is explicitly calling out the public for projecting this villain image onto her, she does something so brilliant next.
She literally just plays the villain.
Yes. Let's talk about the visual representation here, because it is terrifying. The music video teaser.
It is so good. So the video is directed by Christian Breslauer, and it stars the actor Justin Long.
Which already tells you it's going to have some horror elements.
Absolutely. The visual metaphor is crazy. So Justin is driving late at night, right? It's super dark.
Classic setup.
He looks up into his rearview mirror, and there is Ariana just staring at him from the back seat.
Oh, my God. Just the idea of that gives me anxiety.
Right. And Billboard noted some really specific cinematic inspirations here. They pointed to the 1960 Twilight Zone episode The Hitchhiker and the 1986 psychological thriller The Hitcher.
So she is fully subverting that whole pop princess image.
But completely, she's embracing this feral era, as she calls it, playing this stalker-like figure.
It's such a perfect metaphor. It's like she's becoming a modern urban legend.
Yeah.
You know, like a ghost in the rearview mirror that you literally cannot shake.
Yes, exactly.
It proves that trying to ignore her impact or trying to drive away from her actually just makes her presence more terrifying.
Yeah.
She's inescapable.
She really is inescapable right now.
Yeah.
But, to pull off an era this dark, this unapologetic and feral...
You need total control.
Yes, you need ultimate creative control without label interference, which leads us straight into this massive business move happening behind the scenes.
The boss move. The birth of BabyDoll music.
This is huge. So she launched BabyDoll Music, which is her new sub-label under Republic Records, which is part of Universal Music Group.
Okay, break down the financial mechanics of this for me. Because a sub-label sounds cool, but what does it actually mean for her power?
Well, after she fulfilled her original multi-album deal with Eternal Sunshine, she basically renegotiated everything.
So she didn't just sign a standard extension?
No, not at all. Now, she funds the production herself, but because she takes on that risk, she retains between 75% to 90% of the revenue.
That is an unheard of split for a major pop artist.
And most importantly, she now owns her master recordings, starting with Petal.
Okay, so that is absolute independence, financial and intellectual property.
Totally. Oh, and the name, BabyDoll Music. It's a tribute to her grandmother, Nonna.
Oh.
Yeah, Nonna used to call her BabyDoll. Though the Reddit reaction to the name was actually pretty nuanced.
How so?
Well, some fans felt the name was a little infantilizing, especially given how dark and mature this current trend is for her.
I can see that.
But others really praised it. They thought it was this beautiful, heartfelt connection to her roots, grounding her while she makes these ruthless industry moves.
It is a really interesting contrast, but I want you to connect the dots for the listener here. Does this total financial and creative independence directly unlock the darker stuff we're seeing on Petal?
Oh, 100%.
Like, would a traditional major label have even allowed this kind of feral pivot?
Probably not. A major label would have wanted a radio-friendly, upbeat summer hit. They would have looked at a stalker thriller music video and said, can we make this a little brighter?
Can you smile more in the backseat?
Exactly, but because she owns it, she dictates the vision entirely.
Which is so impressive.
Yeah.
But, her bold moves aren't happening in a vacuum. To really get the full picture of this deep dive, you have to understand the landscape she's dropping this into.
The summer 2026 pop landscape is fiercely competitive. It's packed.
What's the schedule look like?
Well, Ariana is kicking off her Eternal Sunshine tour on June 6th in Oakland, and then she's dropping Petal on July 31st.
Okay, so she's touring one album while literally dropping the next.
Yes, and global streaming platforms are heavily reacting to this rollout. Apple Music put up these curated playlists with a massive banner that just says, Ariana Grande has regrets.
Oh, I love that. They're leaning right into the drama.
And Spotify created an exclusive Fans First vinyl for it.
But she has serious competition this summer, right?
Definitely. I mean, highlight number one is Gracie Abrams. She is dropping her third album called Daughter from Hell.
Daughter from Hell. Okay, wow.
Yeah, and the lead single, Hit the Wall, is already charting on the Billboard Hot 100. Plus, she's going on the Look at My Life tour.
Oh, the angst is real. Who else?
Olivia Rodrigo. She's teasing a new album that's supposedly just all sad love songs called You Seem Pretty Sad.
Oh, man.
And she's dropping track lists with super jarring titles. Like one of them is literally called Maggots for Brains.
Okay, wait, stop. Maggots for Brains, Daughter from Hell,
Yeah.
Ariana's stalker thriller aesthetic. I have to ask you, is pop music entering a dark era?
It kind of seems like it.
Like, is the traditional, upbeat, sun-soaked summer pop anthem officially dead? Because this lineup sounds like a psychological horror festival.
It really does. I think what we're seeing is that the traditional summer bop just isn't resonating the same way right now. The artists are realizing that audiences want something more complex, maybe a bit more cynical.
Yeah, it's like forced positivity is out and feral authenticity is in.
Exactly. They're holding a mirror up to a public that feels pretty feral itself right now.
That makes total sense. So let's wrap this up. What we've seen in this deep dive is that Ariana Grande is returning, not just with a new smoky, alt-pop sound and horror movie visuals.
Right. She is returning as a mogul,
A mogul who owns her masters and fully controls your own narrative.
which is the most powerful part of all this.
Exactly. And why does this matter to you listening to this? Well, it's a masterclass in shifting from being a passive participant in your own life to becoming an active architect of your destiny.
Truly. Creatively and financially.
Whether it's changing a pronoun in a song to own your mistakes or renegotiating a contract to own your worth.
And, I want to leave everyone with a final thought to mull over based on this whole era.
Ooh, I love a final thought. Let's hear it.
So think about this. A massive pop star just completely neutralized her critics by leaning into the terrifying, villainous image the public projected onto her. She didn't fight it. She owned it.
Yeah, she made it her own.
So how might you take a misconception or a judgment people have about you and instead of defending yourself, use it as a tool for your own empowerment?
Oh, that is such a good question to explore. Take the thing they throw at you and build your castle with it.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the sources. We will catch you on the next one.